The punter, Jake Camarda, ready to get this one going. And we're off and running from Charlotte. Starting from the 5. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. And they finally bring him down after a huge return into their territory.
I'll say it again, Kate. I love these new kickoff rules. This is exactly what we all wanted to see. All of us understood the safety concerns with the kickoff, but we did not want to see this explosive, game-changing play out of the game, and we did. And in fact, in this one, we got to see it right from the jump.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Throwing on their first play. Connects on one to Jameson Williams. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Carolina! The Panthers take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Eddie Pinheiro on now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Panthers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Chooses to bring this one out. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. And he nearly gave it away to start this game. Almost an interception, but instead, a gift. They get it back for 2nd down. He's going to throw this one. Finds the in route complete. They drop him with a big hit. At least he's able to hold on for the game, but boy, Brock, what a shot. From the gun on 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And that'll be enough for the first as they touch him down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
This is Alvin Kamara with it. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
19, they kick the running back in motion. 2nd and 6 now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board and the first drive as a defense. And now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin because we know pressure leads to sacks. And sacks in this league.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Trevin Wallace has it. Already in an early hole on the scoreboard. That is not what they needed in response, Brock. Giving away possession with the pick.
You know, we got a lot of game left, obviously. Nowhere close to them putting it away. But you can see things starting to unravel a little bit, even after just 2 possessions. A touchdown here could really continue that momentum towards an early runaway.
First down, ball at the 36. The first carry now for Jonathan Brooks. It is charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Second down now, 7 to go. Running the toss here to Brooks. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
These defensive ends today are so good, Kate, with their hands. And it's often, right off the jump, if you can win with your hands, if you can create space, you can get a tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
The Saints add a fifth defensive back here. Third down coming up. Now looking to throw. He has the first over the middle. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Touchdown, Carolina! So an absolutely beautiful throw there, finding his man in space who turns it into 6.
Yeah, they really took advantage there, Kate, of some soft coverage. You want that on that corner route. Plenty of space for that route to develop. Great execution, and it pays off with the touchdown.
So after some careful consideration, they're going to go ahead and decline the penalty. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They're going to start on the ground with Kamara. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 4. And the Saints are going to have a first down. Back-to-back carries here. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. They give it to him again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the carry, though. It's 3rd and 7 now. Looking to the air here. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Willie Gay with the pick. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
Carried by Brooks to start the drive. And he's swallowed up in the middle. No gain on the run. Sent to the ground by Pete Werner. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
60 Eagles. Go!
Throwing now from the gun. Legette's got it. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And it'll give the Panthers a first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now an inside handoff to Brooks. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
On 2nd down, it's Brooks. And his gain is stopped on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. So that's 1 quarter gone in a battle of NFC South rivals. It's a 2-score game early. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Bank of America Stadium after this. We're ready to go with the second quarter. It's Panthers football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Again, it's Brooks. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches.
Here we go, set.
Changing things up. They're going to throw now. Has it in close. And this is down all the way to the 3. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out. Brooks. They don't pick up anything there, and now it's 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
And it's cut the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers take a 20-zip lead. Xavier Legette with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Extra point try now from Pinheiro. The point after splits the uprights. And the Panthers stretch their lead to 21. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Has this at the 6. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's a give inside to Kamara. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
Let's go.
They stay on the ground with Kamara. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. This one goes for 3 yards. And that's good for a New Orleans 1st down. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Another carry for him. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. That's going to be a gain of 6, and they need only inches now here on 3rd down.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains. New set of downs for him from the 46. This time it's a passing play. Connecting on the slant. And they make this stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line. So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost them 5 yards. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Running it after the penalty. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down. Here comes the Saints punting unit. We've hit the 2-minute warning now at the vault. The Saints with the football. Here's Jake Camarda to send it skyward on 4th down. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. And this hits at the 4 before taking a bounce into the end zone. That's a touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Set.
Now a shotgun handoff to Brooks. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Running once more with Brooks. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. It's a meager 2-yard gain, but that's enough to award them the 1st down.
Kate, I'll give some credit to the defense there. Limited the gain to the outside, contained him for minimal yardage. But it was going to be tough to stop him from getting a 1st down as close as they were to the sticks.
On 1st down, here comes Brooks. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Throwing from the gun. Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. And the Saints are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. He was trying to fit it into a window in the zone coverage, but by the time he let it go, boy, Brock, that lane had closed and someone was there to make a play on it.
Now, what you're trying to do in zone coverage defensively is make that quarterback see a window that isn't actually there. And as soon as he takes the bait and sends it over the middle, well, you got 1, 2, 3 defenders all there in range to go pick it off.
No luck finding his receiver that time. And it's going to be 2nd down.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Let's go now.
One last play before the break. They give on 2nd to Kamara. And he doesn't get much there on what turns out to be the final play of the half. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our 2nd half. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback.
Okay, ready.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Airing it out to start this drive. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Looking for the back that time. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. 6 yards to pick up there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. That's a pickup of 9. And the Saints are going to have a first down. Throwing from the gun here. He gets it to Juwan Johnson. And he takes it across midfield and into Panthers territory.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
They send a man in motion. 2nd and 1. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along the route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So they're going to have to evaluate things now on 4th and short. Punt team is on now, and they get this away.
You know, I'm sure Coach would prefer he not flirt with disaster on the return. No additional damage is done, however. They're fortunate to get the ball back, and everyone can breathe a little sigh of relief.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Set.
From the gun, a give to Brooks. He finds space for a few yards that time. Carl Granderson in on the tackle. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7. Straight ahead, here's Brooks. This is ahead for about 5. That play wrapped up by DeMario Davis. 5 yards on the play. They could just do that again. 3rd and 2 coming up. On the give, it's Brooks. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense, it just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, well, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
Tried getting creative, but the coverage team read it all the way. This return loses yards. And following that return, we've got an injured player down there. He'll receive some assistance as we step aside.
Here we go, set.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Oh, no, they get him yet again. Keely Ringo picks it off. And the Panthers will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
This is a time that the communication upstairs from the booth, Kate, down to the field, it starts to get just a little bit hot. These eyes in the sky, they've got to help this quarterback try to see the field, because right now, with the third interception, man, he is killing his team.
And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Here we go.
Hands off here for Brooks. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Give him 4 on that run. That's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on third down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Let's go.
And the Saints go in nickel. 3rd down. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their...